The Galactic Council chamber stretched impossibly high, its crystalline walls refracting the light of 1,000 distant stars. Ambassador Elena Vasquez stood at the entrance, her worn leather boots silent against the polished floor that had witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. She carried no weapons, no escorts, no translator device, just a worn datapad and the weight of humanity's future on her shoulders. The assembled representatives turned as one. The HFY delegation, their chitinous shells gleaming like obsidian armor, clicked their mandibles in what could have been amusement or disdain. The ethereal luminary floated in their energy pods, their forms shifting like captured starlight. The massive Gorak war chiefs, each standing 12 feet tall, watched her with eyes that had seen the conquest of entire star systems. The human representative, announced High Arbiter Zalthek, his voice echoing through universal translators. You arrive alone. Where is your fleet? Your diplomatic corps? Your demonstration of power? Elena stepped forward, her voice steady despite the cosmic weight of the moment. I am here to speak for Earth and all human colonies. I need nothing else. A ripple of what might have been laughter passed through the assembly. The hegemony's prime commander, his mechanical augmentations whirring softly, leaned forward. Your species has existed in known space for barely 3 centuries. You have no significant technological advantages, no vast armadas, no unique resources. Why should the Council grant humanity a seat among the governing races? Elena activated her datapad, its soft blue glow seeming insignificant in the vast chamber. Because, she said, we're really good at not giving up. The silence that followed was profound. In the galleries above, representatives of minor species, those granted observer status but no voting rights, leaned forward. They had all been where humanity stood now, and most had failed this test. 300 years ago, Elena continued, her voice carrying clearly in the silence, we barely knew our own solar system existed beyond Earth. Today, we have colonies on 47, worlds across 17 sectors. Many species expand rapidly, the HFY Prime Clutch Mother interjected. Expansion is not unique. You're right, Elena nodded. But here's what happened on Kepler 442b. She gestured, and the datapad projected a holographic image into the center of the chamber. It showed a world of crystalline formations and methane storms. Toxic atmosphere, surface temperature of -200 degrees Celsius, gravity 3 times Earth normal. The hegemony declared it uninhabitable. The luminary called it a dead rock. The HFY wouldn't even survey it. Elena paused. We've had a thriving colony there for 60 years. Population 2.3 million. A murmur went through the assembly. The Prime Commander's augmentations whirred faster. Impossible. No biological species could survive those conditions. You're absolutely right, Elena smiled. So we changed ourselves. The hologram shifted, showing humans in the colony. But these weren't quite the humans the Council expected. They were taller, their skin showing adaptive modifications, their eyes larger and more light-sensitive. Genetic modification, the luminary representative's voice chimed like distant bells. Crude but effective, we suppose. Oh, that's just the beginning, Elena said. The hologram changed again, showing different human colonies. On Proxima Centauri b, we deal with constant radiation by developing enhanced cellular repair mechanisms. On Wolf 359c, we live in zero gravity. We've actually evolved beyond the need for bones in our lower extremities. The chamber grew quieter. Even the Gorak war chiefs, who communicated primarily through roars and chest beating, had fallen silent. But genetic adaptation takes generations, the High Arbiter observed. Elena's smile widened. Not anymore. The new hologram showed a research facility. We developed accelerated evolution chambers 3 decades ago. What used to take 10,000 years of natural selection we can achieve in 10 years. We don't terraform planets to suit us. We terraform ourselves to suit planets. This is unprecedented, the HFY Prime admitted, her mandibles clicking rapidly. Every species here has limits, Elena continued. The hegemony needs specific atmospheric compositions. The luminari require energy fields that are lethal to most biological life. The Kethvar cannot survive in temperatures above 50 degrees Celsius. The Gorak need gravity wells of specific strength. She gestured again, and the hologram showed a map of the galaxy with human colonies marked as points of light. We live on worlds you consider impossible. We adapt to environments you've never even imagined exploring. While you fight over habitable planets, we're making homes on dead rocks, gas giants, rogue planets drifting in interstellar space and inside asteroid belts. The Prime Commander leaned back, his mechanical eyes whirring as they processed this information. You're claiming humans could colonize anywhere? I'm not claiming it, Elena said quietly. I'm demonstrating it. The final hologram appeared. A massive space station orbiting a black hole. Research Station Hawking, Elena announced. Population 50,000 humans, living and working at the edge of an event horizon, studying phenomena that would destroy your finest sensor equipment. Just by proximity, the chamber erupted in noise. The Gorak war chiefs roared. Whether in approval or challenge, their translator couldn't determine. The Kethvar delegation clicked frantically among themselves. The luminary pulsed with agitated light. High Arbiter, Zalthek raised his staff for silence. This is significant, but adaptation alone does not grant council membership. What else do you offer? Elena's expression grew serious. When the Void Plague struck the Rim territories, who answered your call for aid? The human medical ships arrived first, the Arbiter admitted reluctantly. But when the Kethvar colony ships were stranded in the Magellan Void, who mounted the rescue operation? Human vessels, the Prime Clutch Mother acknowledged, but any species with sufficient. When the Gorak homeworld faced ecological collapse, who provided the atmospheric processors that saved your people? The chamber fell silent. Every species present had, at some point in recent decades, benefited from human assistance. You ask what we offer, Elena continued. We offer what we've always offered. The willingness to go where others cannot, to survive what others will not attempt, to help when others have given up. She paused, looking around the chamber. We offer the one thing this galaxy has never had before, a species with no limits. The vote was closer than Elena had expected, but it passed. As she walked from the chamber, her boots now echoing in the sudden quiet, she carried with her not just humanity's new seat on the Galactic Council, but something far more significant. The recognition that in a galaxy full of ancient, powerful species, the young humans had found their own unique strength. Behind her, the council continued its session, but already several representatives were making notes about impossible worlds in their own territories, worlds that perhaps were not so impossible after all. Elena smiled as she reached her ship. Humanity had just become not the strongest voice in the galaxy, but potentially the most indispensable one. And they had done it not through conquest or intimidation, but by being exactly what they had always been: stubbornly, impossibly, unreasonably human.